Hey everyone! As some of you might know, SUISEI has a limited time exhibition called SUISEI Archive, and I managed to snag a ticket on one of the weekend days. Even though the event area isn't overly huge, the visuals and atmosphere were stunning, so I thought I want to talk about my experience there. Just a heads up, filming is not allowed inside at all, so I can only share my experience through the pictures I took. Also, two of the areas inside doesn't allow pictures at all as well, so I can only use my words to describe those areas. Apologies in advance, but I have to play by their rules. Anyways, let's just hop straight into it. We start off by showing our tickets at the entrance to the staff, and they'll give us a couple of novelty goods. So before entering the main area, there's this little face ID scan thing, which we have to get our face scanned in order to proceed to the next room. Basically, the scan system is a gimmick. They don't really actually scan your face. But I did notice after the machine scans your face, since your face is on the screen, they had this filter thing which they put the iconic blue stars highlight in SUISEI's eyes onto our eyes on the screen. So yeah, I guess we get to be SUISEI for a second there. Each person lines up one by one, go through that system, and then they pass through the little curtain, and then they could get to the next room. This is just the outside of the archive place. I really like the poster here. It's got this movie theater vibe. It's the exit. This poster is just on the other side of on the back side of this place. We were then led to the next room, which has the train seats and the key visual. They play a bunch of clips here on, this is actually a little screen here, but it's just a bunch of SUISEI related clips. I think the lighting, because you can see they changed the lighting depending on the video, but the lighting and the decoration makes this place look really cool for a picture spot. You also got this little digital thing here, digital panel I think, and it just says next SUISEI archives, and it kind of represents the next train station sign inside of the trains. So I thought that looked really sick as well. You go see there are a lot of I guess graffiti stickers, and yeah, it looks very cool. On the other side is just train seats. You could actually sit here, and then if you want a picture, you could take a picture. I think most people are just sitting here and then taking photos of the SUISEI herself. Yeah, this basically, you can see it represents a little train cart. So the next room over I just call it a quote room, which I believe is just a bunch of quote that SUISEI has said in her interviews. I'm not going to translate all of them, but from what I can see, it's just a bunch of quotes of her thoughts at a certain period of time thinking about certain things in terms of her career. Overall, this room gave a very motivating feel. I came in here not knowing too much about her detailed background, but from reading the quotes and all that, I get a feel that she started off just a normal human like everyone else, and through her hard work she's achieved so much. Even though I'm not a Hoshiomi myself, it hits and it feels really hard, and I'm sure any Hoshiomi out there that has a chance to visit this exhibition will have an even stronger feeling about this. So you can see some of the quotes here. I think some are really cute, some are motivating, some are just yeah, I've seen these before. For example, here it says 単なる数字じゃなくて一人一人の星読みさんな. It's just talking about her subscriber count. It's not about it's not about the numbers, but each one of the digits, each one of the numbers in the subscriber count is a hoshiomi. So it's just not discounting oh, I'm trying to aim for 1 million because it's 1 million. So I thought it's just really heartwarming, This one here is 自分で衣装を作って自分でカメラを準備して自分でメイクをやって動画も自分でやって企画も自分で立ててそういう時代がありました。It's talking about how there was a time in her career, or I guess in the beginning of her career, where she made her own clothing. She had to do camera preparation. She did her own makeup. She had to edit her videos and make her videos herself. she has to plan the, I guess like Hikaku's like projects, so she has to plan her own projects. And yeah, I guess like everyone has to start somewhere, right? Even if you have to do it yourself. You can see like this room is pretty cool. I think like the hanging, what do you call this, acrylic panel thing? And it's just like you could see through everything. It just looks really cool overall. So it's from her interview with Real Sound. There's like a lot of quotes. I think like it'll take me forever to translate all of them, but yeah, I think you get the gist. I really like this one. 私自身も自分の人生で選ばれることも選ばれないこともあったし、それに関しての不安もたくさんあった。I think it's just talking about like her life, how like there are times where she wasn't chosen, some times where she was chosen, but regarding to that, like she always felt a lot of anxiety or like uneasiness. I think like these kind of quotes just makes her sound more human. Even though she's like on a pedestal now, she's ascended to like one of the biggest VTubers in the world. There was always a time where she's just like everyone else. And you know, that could be very motivating for some people, so yeah, I really like it. You're not gonna win it all, but when you get the opportunity, you have to take like the most advantage of, which she did exactly. This quote here is just like really cute. みんなの言葉に笑顔にすごく元気をもらった。Really simple, it just says she gets cheered up by everyone's words, I guess like words of encouragement, as well as like everyone's smile, and yeah, she feels happy and she feels more genki after, you know, hearing them or seeing them. You also got the projector on the wall, and I'm sure you could read the, you know, thinking 100k subscribers, which is probably like quite a while ago. Basically just walls and walls and walls of quotes of her. I'll just like scroll through them if you want to pause. I like this one as well because it shows like how far she's willing to push herself. It says あと少しで届くんだ。あと少しだけでいいんだ。どうか声を枯れないで。It just says I need a little bit more to reach the goal destination. Just a little bit more. Please my voice, don't die on me. And you know, I think some people might have different interpretations. But for me, it's just like, you know, she's willing to go to the point where her voice is gonna give out on her to, you know, send her voice or her message or whatever she wants to like express to the fans, which to me is just like she's willing to do anything just to reach the goal. This song here is pretty interesting too. 壁が厚い方がきっと楽しいですから which is as the thicker the wall, the more fun. And I think it shows like her challenge side, you know. She wants something challenging, so you know, it makes it more fun. But there's just a bunch of quotes. I think it will take forever if I translate all of them, but you know, it's just very, if you could read Japanese, it feels very heartwarming. It's like, oh, she came from, you know, just a normal human, and she, through all her hard work, all the support, she's able to finally get to, you know, where she is right now. But yeah, overall, I think this quote room, to me, it feels like it hits the feels the hardest. It's definitely not the most Instagrammable room in this exhibition, but I think it's the best in another aspect. So next up we got a blue room, which has a bunch of retro TVs and speakers, as well as like headphones hanging. You also got like blue strips of light, just like all around the TVs. The TVs are just playing like different SUISEI MVs. And as with all like the old TVs, you got like the, you know, the classic feel to the TV as well. You got like lines running across the TV screen. You got these like, I don't know what you call these. Just another shot of the TV. You also got Bibideba playing as well. I forgot to take a picture when I got in, but this is just basically the ticket, as well as a little novelty good. This is a sticker, and it's all the key visual. I'm not a headphone expert, but looks like a pretty good headphone. Just hanging by a string or like a cable or something on the ceiling. Managed to get a really cute SUISEI shot here. This room is like super interesting. I think it's like the most unique room, but at the same time like the dark blue light makes it harder to show off how it really looks inside. I feel like my camera work didn't do it justice on how interesting, how unique it felt being inside the room. Also, I'm pretty sure I've seen this room somewhere before. It's probably in reference to one of her MVs or something, but I'm not too sure myself, so if you know, please do let me know down in the comments below, because I'm definitely interested in knowing like where it's from. So I can't show the next room because it's the one of the 2 rooms that you're not allowed to take pictures or record videos in, and it's the MV screening room. So they play the full MV of the new MV for Kirei Goto. I know like they did like a pre-screening in this exhibition for like maybe 3 days before the actual MV got released, and I completely understand like why they don't want it to leak, but when I went, the MV has been out for like a week, and I'm not sure why like they're so strict on like no recording, no photos in that room, since you know you could just watch it free on YouTube anyways, right? But anyways, the room itself isn't anything special. It's just like a room with white walls and they project the MV on. No decorations, no nothing. So let's just move on to the next room, which also doesn't allow any pictures. And the next room is like a little hallway area, and it's just like an L-shaped hallway with messages from the fans and staff written all over. The design itself is really cool, so let me try to describe it. The walls of the hallways were kind of dark blue or SUISEI blue from what I remember, and all the messages were written either like silver or white. So they have like a very civil feel to it. There's no like rainbow colors writing all over the wall. I didn't see like anyone writing other people's messages, so you can see just blocks and blocks of messages. Kind of like, it looks very clean. There are also like a lot of SUISEI doodles on there by either like the animation team or just like random fans. I remember seeing like a giant SUISEI SO, and I think it's drawn by the character designer or one of the animators, I think, which looked really cool. I should definitely also mention that the hallway is made to look like a subway exit, kind of like when you're leaving the train station, and I think this is implying like the exhibition is coming to an end, so they actually slapped a lot of the exit signs sticking out of the wall, kind of like street signs, indicating like, you know, it's the end of the exhibition and this is the exit. At the very end of the hall, they also have SUISEI's own message, which I believe was on a panel, and it was not handwritten. I think they printed it out and put it on the wall. It's very unfortunate that photos aren't allowed in this area, but this is definitely my favorite message area of all the exhibitions I've been to before, because it just feels very thematic and very unique. And to close off the exhibition, we actually got a goods area. I wasn't able to clearly hear if photos are allowed here or not, so I decided to just play it safe and not photograph the goods. There are, however, like this SUISEI cut out with her booth. So if you zoom out a bit, it looks like this. So she's got her booth, she's got her collab goods here on display as well as a little signature that she did. So I'm pretty sure she came to the exhibition herself, maybe during one of the off times where like no one's allowed to enter. The signature wasn't here the first few days, and one of the days people started posting about it. It's like, wait, this wasn't here yesterday, and then, you know, kind of figured out like, oh, she must have came like sometime in the middle of the exhibition period to, you know, sign the table here. I just want to mention, like, I really love this plushie. It's so adorable. I don't know what this is, but you know, their facial expression is just so cute together. I think if I was a Hoshiyomi, I would definitely try to get one of these plushies, but because she's not in my top Oshi group, I try to like save money so I don't like burn through my wallet. So got some pretty nice decorations here. Looks very clean. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up my short trip to the SUISEI exhibition. I bought a little bit of goods, so I'll talk about that in the next section of the video. So next up we got the goods section. This time around, I only grabbed a few items from the shop. So we got like an acrylic stand here, and this costs 1,650 yen. There are 3 designs to the, I guess like 4 designs to the acrylic stands, but I like this one the best, so that's why I got this one. So I thought I'd just open it up, since I will probably display this. The package kind of disintegrated when I opened it, so I'll probably just throw it away. So you got the astral looking base, which is very SUISEI themed. The acrylic stand itself. The backside is the exposed kind, but that's about the quality that you get for this kind of price. Took a little bit of effort, but I might have put in the, I guess the SUISEI herself in the wrong slot before, so it's kind of hard to put it in, but it worked out in the end. Yeah, it looks really nice, I think. But yeah, this will be going on my display shelf. I also got a little checky card here, and it comes with 2 designs here, and this is 700 yen for both of them. So this is from the Kirei Goto Envy. So you got the older SUISEI here, and you got the younger SUISEI here. So lastly here, we got a cam badge for Kirei Goto, and this is 500 yen, and it comes in 10 designs, so this is a gacha. It's mostly just SUISEI's head in different angles, which I thought looked really cool because it kind of feels like the, you know, in anime we have character sheets, and yeah, you just get different angles of the character. Yeah, let me just open it up and see who I get. Oh, it's a side shot. It's kind of hard to see, but you got Kirei Goto here as well. But other than that, it's just like a normal cam badge. And lastly here, I just got some miscellaneous stuff. I think I've shown this in the video already. This is the ticket for the SUISEI Archive exhibition, so you could bring it home. This is a novelty sticker that you get. Same design as well. And then lastly here, this is just a little, I guess like flyer that you could pick up. It's just right outside of the exhibition, so anyone who passes by can just grab one. And yeah, it's free, so if you happen to be in the area and they're still doing the exhibition, you could definitely just grab one and yeah, take it home with you. But yeah, not a lot of goods, but this is what I got for the goods this time around. Thank you for watching. Honestly, I'm very mind blown by how well this exhibition felt and looked. I initially decided to come because I thought the new MV looked really beautiful, and yeah, it wasn't too out of the way for me, so yeah, I decided to just grab a ticket and, you know, check out the SUISEI exhibition. And due to curiosity after going to this exhibition, I looked up SUISEI's story on YouTube when I went home, and I think this exhibition did really well representing SUISEI's story. I think if I were to watch it beforehand, it would have definitely hit me harder, but you know, what's done is done. My image of her has always just been like, she's a really good singer, she's definitely one of the best in Hololive, and yeah, she does a lot of cool songs. But I think after this exhibition, it definitely like shifted in a good way for me, so I guess it's like good for her own promotion, right? For those interested, this exhibition will be held from May 16th all the way to June 6th in Ikebukuro Parko, which is in the Tokyo area. There's also another one being held in Nagoya Parko, and that is from June 27th all the way to July 13th. As the name suggests, it's going to be in Nagoya. Weekdays, I believe you could buy the tickets there on the spot, but on weekends, at least for the Tokyo one, it's only available with the pre-sale tickets, which is on the official site. I'll put a link down in the description below. I forgot to mention, the ticket is 1,500 yen. It's not pricey. I think it's very affordable, so yeah, if you get a chance, I think I definitely suggest checking out the SUISEI exhibition, especially if you're a Hoshiomi. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more similar content, I do Hololive and VTuber related event vlogs, event overviews, and goods unboxing. I greatly appreciate your support if you could hit the like and subscribe button. Check out the playlists I've created, and pick and choose whichever interests you. Thank you very much for watching again, and I hope you have a wonderful day.